From your hyper-local weather source, this is your Norcast Weather Update. Appliances Plus in Vineland has been serving South Jersey for 40 years with all the major brands you know. Customize and save on luxury kitchen appliance bundles built to fit your next project with Thermador's 1-2 Free program. Visit our showroom in person in Vineland or online at www.appliancesplusvideo.com.
Well, guys, you know very well that I am a big snow lover, all right? I grew up at the shore, seeing it on the boardwalk and beach in Ocean City. This is just bringing back memories of being a kid. It is beautiful out there, but if you don't have to be out on the roads, stay home, especially the secondary roads, the roads that aren't treated. That's going to be very tricky through the course of the day, but this is a scene that's going to carry on through the course of the afternoon. 29 degrees right now, north to northeast winds at about 7 miles an hour. And we picked up 0.03 of an inch of snow. That's enough for about 1/4 of an inch or so. And we're going to continue to obviously build through that. Through lunch, the snow is going to be picking up. You might notice on radar, first of all, I have to say that the Dover radar site is down, so it looks like there's a bigger dry slot than there actually is. But radar is going to fill back in this morning and afternoon as that coastal low really gets going. Between 12 and 3 o'clock, that's the peak of the storm. That's also when we're looking at the banding happening. And in that banding, mesoscale convective banding it's called, we could very well hear some thunder, see some lightning. It's not going to be for everybody, but the dynamics are poised to do such a thing. Between 3 and 6, it's just widespread snow for everybody. And then after 6 o'clock, it starts to wrap up and taper into a few snow showers. Temperatures are actually a little bit colder than I expected at this point, generally in the upper 20s at this hour. And that's helping bring the ratios up a little bit. It's very cold above our heads, but now with temperatures in the 20s at the surface, it just further goes to tell you that the snow is going to be fluffier and not that back-breaking stuff. We have a northeast wind at about 5 to 10 miles an hour. Winter storm warnings in effect for the pink shaded counties. This is where we are expecting 4 to 6 inches of snow. Might not be for everybody, but there will certainly be some pockets out there that do overperform. Winter weather advisories to the north. And then for Cape May County, this is where you could see 2 to 4 inches of snow. Less mixing at the beach than originally anticipated, all right? So there's that. Here's our Doppler radar. Again, down to the south and west, it looks like there's a very big dry slot. And there's some dry slotting because there's a transition happening from the primary low to the coastal low. This is typical. But don't worry, radar will fill in. We got nice snow out to the west. That'll be swinging on through the area. But there might be an hour or so where the snow tries to taper off a little bit, but there's a lot out to the west that still has to come through. Here's our Norland Trough extending northwestward. It's probably going to end up over central Delmarva, and that puts us in a very good position for some of that heavier snow to come in. So as we get later in the morning, we're going to be watching radar for some of these darker blues. That's that convective banding. This model has a little rain mixing in. I don't know. I mean, the jury's still out on that. I think it's a possibility. That's why I'm keeping the totals down there a little bit. But even at the short points, I'm upping it 2 to 4 inches. Banding right through the afternoon into 1, 2, 3 o'clock. Look at this. Even down in Cape May County, that is very heavy snow coming down. So that could overrun the milder temperatures that try to come up. 5, 6 o'clock, we still have snow around. And we taper to some light showers overnight, and then it just gets very cold. Tomorrow is going to be brutal. It's going to feel like we're in the single digits. Let's talk snow ratios here. Because when it's colder, the air puts itself into each snowflake a little bit better. Typically at 32 degrees, we have a 10 to 1 ratio. So 1/3 of an inch of liquid equates to 3 inches of snow. It's colder. We're in the 20s. It's definitely colder above our heads. So closer to a 15 to 1 ratio, that same amount of liquid equates to 4.5 inches of snow. So that is why we have the ranges and, why I think we could see a bullseye zone. Here's the forecast map. Changed it a little bit since yesterday. Moved that bullseye down a little bit because the trough looks like it's going to set up a little farther to the south. But 4 to 6 through interior South Jersey, 2 to 4 in the dark shaded blue area, then 1 to 3 down towards Cape May. We'll see how that plays out. Specific towns, Haddonfield, Pennsville, Vineland 4 to 6, Mays Landing 3 to 5, LBI and Cape May on that 2 to 4 inch zone. So moderate impact from the snow. Low impact from the winds, nothing crazy, 10 to 15 miles an hour. I am concerned about the ice. The snow is falling on snow that didn't melt. And with the temperatures getting down in the teens tonight, we're going to be looking at all that freezing. So your commute tonight is going to be very, very slow, and I think tomorrow morning we're going to have some issues as well. No issues with the tidal flooding. Your levels stay below minor. Down into the teens tonight, some lingering snow showers early. Tomorrow, only in the 20s, blowing and drifting snow, as those winds will be sustained around 20 miles an hour, and it's obviously going to feel a lot colder, as though we are in the single digits, even below zero, and that's going to continue through the course of the day. Just nasty to be outside for sure. 36 on Monday, we get into the 40s, and then maybe some colder weather by the end of the week, so it's a topsy-turvy pattern before we reload things for February.